we're currently spending 2 weeks traveling through Indonesia.
This is amazing.
Both Luke and I have been to Indonesia before on separate occasions, but we both only went to Bali and Gili T, and so for this trip, we wanted to go back and experience some more of this beautiful country.
Like, that was genuinely one of the best things I've ever seen.
In this second half of the trip, we're going to spend a few days exploring Lombok on bikes.
Once we started going uphill, I was like flooring it and it just wasn't going.
Again, so like unexpectedly better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And then we'll be finishing up with a 2-day boat trip around Komodo National Park.
The sounds they were making were just terrifying.
That was sick.
You know, when you're on a trip like this, you're going to want to pack as lightly as possible, especially when you're going to be riding around on scooters, taking lots of planes, boats, jeeps, you name it. You're going to want to have small luggage, which brings me on nicely to one of my travel hacks and this video's sponsor, Unbound Merino. Unbound Merino are clothes for travelers by travelers. They're made from premium merino wool, which is so useful for travel. It's breathable, regulates your temperature, is wrinkle resistant, dries quickly, and perhaps most importantly when you're traveling, it's naturally odor resistant. So that means you can wear the same shirt again and again and you'll still smell good. Check out how small this hoodie packs down to. So I can pack fewer clothes, carry a smaller bag, and spend less time deciding what to wear. Because there are no massive logos or crazy designs, I can basically wear these in any scenario, whether I'm traveling on a plane, wandering around a city, going for a hike, or sitting down for dinner. And so given how much camera equipment I carry around with me, any way that I can lighten my luggage, I'm all in for, especially if I can do it with a little style. So if you want to try out Unbound Merino's pieces for yourself, either scan the QR code or click the link in the description and you'll get 10% off your first purchase. And now, back to our 2 weeks in Indonesia, and we're going to start with a little recap of what we got up to in the first half of our trip. Our journey began by spending the day in the capital city of Jakarta before we boarded a plane to Malang and had 3 days exploring East Java.
Check out the view.
Unbelievable. Yes, worth the hike.
Oh my god. Woo! This is unbelievable!
After doing the sunrise hike at Ijen Volcano, we took the ferry to Bali where we relaxed at Pemuteran Beach for one night before making our way to Gili T.
Gili T! This is it. This is the hostel I stayed at 13 years ago, which is fucking weird. That was your first time snorkeling?
First time snorkeling, yeah. In 29 years.
Yeah.
Unreal, that.
Achievement unlocked, mate.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And now, we're about to make our way over to Lombok to begin the second half of our trip.
Super excited to go over to Lombok today because I've been excited for everything we've done on this trip so far, but I've kind of known what it's about. I know the crack.
You know, everything else we've done, I've kind of known what to expect. Like when we're in East Java, it's like what we're doing, this volcano, that waterfall, that thing. Whilst for this bit, I don't know what to expect at all.
I'm kind of really excited in a curious way for Lombok because I know zero about this place.
We've got a very rough sketch of the plan. We've got accommodation booked in 3 spots so we can do a loop around, but what we do in between those, we'll just see what we see when we drive around.
And jumping on bikes as well for the first time in a few years is going to be so much fun.
Change of pace, change of style. So yeah, very excited.
We made our way over to the very busy and chaotic port, and it was just going to be a half-hour journey to Lombok.
We're off. Over there. Yeah. Very long journey today.
We've hired out scooters for the next 4 days from Ryan's Motorbike Rental, which I just found on Google Maps near the port, and it had great reviews. And Ryan himself came to pick us up from the port to take us to the bikes.
This is Ryan. All right, we're off.
There we go. It's going to be a lot of different transport today.
Yeah.
Once we made it to Ryan's, I left my big backpack in storage there for the next 4 days, so that I only have to ride with my day bag, and then it was time to hit the road.
Feeling good, mate?
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, it's about a 2-hour drive to a hostel. See what we see along the way. But yeah, we're good to go.
We're heading down to Kuta Beach for our first night here, and it's about a 75-kilometer or 46-mile drive to get there.
Weaving up a mountain pass here. There's like monkeys on the road and everything. It's so cool. Absolutely loving this. How are you finding it, mate?
So nice to be back on bikes.
Yeah.
The best way to get around anywhere in Southeast Asia.
Yeah. We're just going to fill up on gas though, because they weren't full when we picked them up. So.
Feels like we're on a proper adventure again.
Yeah, it really does. It really does.
Hey, how nice is that? Just open that up.
Yeah. Made it. Still alive.
Well, that was sub 2 hours, I reckon.
Yeah, we made good time there.
These bikes, I think, max out at 101 kilometers an hour.
I got mine to about 99, I think.
Yeah.
But, all right. Yeah, we can make this work. So we only booked this place yesterday, and we liked the look of it, but they only had like one dorm bed left and one double bed private room. So I went with the private, and Luke's gone on the dorm, mostly to save him money. This was like 3 times the price, but still dirt cheap.
Top that wanker again, mate. Top front wanker for the first time in a while.
Wow. Well, that's a fun little ladder there as well.
Yeah, I know. That's actually going to be really awkward. That's not easy. God, we can't have too many beers later.
Yeah.
I'm going to go I've got like plug socket, light and stuff as well.
And we're going to get settled in and maybe go check out some of the beaches. Should really get a cap for James.
After relaxing at the hostel for a bit, we jumped back on our bikes and made our way down to Tanjung An Beach.
It's like about 4 o'clock now. Oh, 4:45. Shit. All right. So yeah, only a little bit of beach time, but then we're going to go check out the sunset from up on the hill over here. So let's go for a little explore. This place is busy. I thought it'd just be like a nice quiet little beach to come to. But they got like tons of sunbeds, people selling ice cream. It smells good.
Yes, brother.
Oh man, I regret saying I was going to share this with you.
James is doing a runner again. But no, it's going to be. I'm looking forward to heading up that hill for sunset later.
Yeah. So we're just walking over to the hill for sunset, and it's even busier here. Hello. So it is a Sunday, so maybe everyone's coming out here for the end of their weekend. Holy shit. Well, this is already looking incredible.
Really?
Oh, look at that.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
This is way more than I expected.
Yeah, this is a phenomenal view all around, and it's so busy. It must be, yeah, Sunday night. It's sort of something. Yeah, that's a huge bird flying around.
Yeah.
What a phenomenal view though, just absolutely phenomenal. Like everything from the volcano way off in the background there, now shining in the sun. So like both ways, amazing ocean, gorgeous sunset.
Wherever you go in this country, like you're so spoiled with the view because you've got like the coast, the waves are so dramatic today as well. And then you've just got like a big proper volcano in the background wherever you are.
Look at the cloud behind it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a great first evening.
Very good start.
This is a fantastic first evening. Lombok.
Yeah.
You're sick.
I keep meaning to put the camera down, but the colors are getting better and better and better.
It's so hectic, honestly.
Look at this.
Just as I was packing up my camera gear, a gust of wind came and blew our James football off the edge of the cliff.
What just happened?
He's gone.
We're standing here and then he just started blowing slightly down the hill. Like, no. Oh, fuck, he's actually gone. Goodbye, James.
Let's have another beer.
So we've come to Kuta Beach itself now. So like good vibe going on here.
We could be here longer than we thought.
Yeah.
So last night we ended up at Ketapang Beach Bar, and first of all the food was absolutely fantastic. Like we thought we were just getting like standard kind of bar food, but it was really tasty. And they also had live music on, and the first guys that were playing were just so good. Like super talented, sounded amazing. But then they had another singer on, and the performance was, interesting. They've been so good. They've been so good. And now it's... Oh my god.
Thank you so much.
Alright, so this morning we're heading to Tetebatu, which is just at the base of Mount Rinjani, the big volcano we could see from the sunset last night. So, I mean, you could easily spend way longer here in Kuta. Like, just looking at the main beach here, it looks fantastic. Chill out, maybe do a surf lesson or something, but we've only got 4 days in Lombok, so we've got to keep on moving, so that's what we're going to do. Ready? Sweet.
The drive this morning is 58 kilometers or 36 miles, and it should take us about an hour and a half to get there.
Turn off the main road now, and we're going on this lovely little backcountry route. It's beautiful. Just having a quick pause to top up on sun cream to like feel your legs absolutely fried. But it's a good drive though. Good drive. On the back roads again, and this might seem like an obvious thing to say, but it's just so green, like such a bright, vivid green. Amazing. Oh, let's get past this guy. See ya. Loving it. Holy shit. Looks like we made it. Alright, what a drive. This place looks cool. Hello, my friend.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah, pool table's sick. I just want to hang out here all afternoon.
This will do.
This is the room. And one up here.
Oh, I see.
I'll take the ladder.
You sure?
Yeah.
You got training now from that ladder last night as well.
Oh, mate, I've got my own balcony.
Ah,
Okay, enjoy your stay. Yeah?
Thank you.
thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, this is pretty amazing.
I can't believe it, mate. Honestly.
Own little tree house you got here, mate.
Yeah.
And this is our bathroom as well. An outdoor shower.
Hot water test.
Cool.
Not very nice for me. It's hot.
Nice.
Just make sure you turn it to the left, mate. All right.
Turn it towards hot.
Key information.
This place has cost us £15. That's between us, so £7.50.
Way too steep.
It's like a pint in London.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't let him up there. Do not let him play.
So yeah, we've signed up for Hostel, hotel, whatever this is. The place does like a little walking tour of the main sites. So we thought, you know what, we've got up spikes, but you know, let's just have a local guy show us around and show us the main bits and pieces, and you know, make this afternoon easy. And then we'll be back here by about 4, which is good, so we can have the rest of the evening just to chill out and hang out here.
We set off from our accommodation and we were guided around by one of the staff members, Juicy, who was going to show us around his village as well as taking us to some waterfalls.
So this one is start from the planting until harvesting. We need like 5 months. This one is like sticky rice, and this one is normal rice. Only take like 4 months.
Yeah, so when the rice is all yellow like this, it's about 2 or 3 days away from being harvested.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just cut it. We smash it.
It's like when I cook rice sometimes.
and then put the rice. Just smash it.
It's gonna be so fun.
Big going.
Yeah.
Do rice, baby.
Nice.
This is how to make like coffee by traditional way.
It's like a you shall not pass.
Yeah.
You shall not.
Cool, you get the idea.
It's not your regular coffee. That tastes a bit more bitter.
Okay, even more bitter.
Even more bitter, yeah. No, it's really good though.
This is really great though. It's not like a tour. It's just like having a local guy just show you around his village. So, really enjoying it. How cool is this?
It's unreal.
Oh, this is amazing. This is incredible. I had no idea it was going to be like this. This is fantastic.
That feels so good.
Whatever I do, don't fall over and drop my camera. This is amazing, but it's very painful on the feet. Alright, we're going in. Oh, that's nice. Right, swim to it. Enjoy it, mate.
Mate, that was, again, so like unexpectedly better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Like the actual opening was like the best part because, again, it's like a reveal.
Yeah. Now we're just weaving between the rice fields, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
It's perfect, honestly.
So it's like a bud, isn't it?
It's very like a bud, just more natural without some shit swings here. So let's come here and just see it how it should be. This is like so much better.
Yeah. But yeah, Mount Rinjani's actually coming out now. It's been covered in cloud all day, but getting a good view of it.
One bite of chili and one bite of the snack. Eat together.
Okay.
This one here. Okay. That good.
Yes. All right. One bite of the snack. Now the tofu. Eat together. It's a bit spicy.
It's definitely chili.
Yeah.
You're not talking rubbish there, mate.
But that's why they put only the green one, because the green one still not that spicy.
No, yeah.
The red one, of course.
It complements it more. It's not like I'm struggling.
That's passion fruit.
It's like one of the best bits of fruit I've ever had. I'm joking. I'm not just saying that because you're here.
Exactly
mate.
right.
Like that is.
Let's try it. Try this one.
This afternoon was one of the highlights of the entire trip for me. Having Juicy, the guide, who was a really lovely person, but sharing so much knowledge and information with us, and it didn't feel like a tour. It felt like we had a local friend just showing us around. And the stuff we got to experience today, we would never have experienced if we did it by ourselves. We would have driven to that waterfall and to this waterfall, and that's it. But just even just walking through the rice fields, we would never have found those paths.
Absolute cliche. Sure. Get on there.
Honestly, mate, today like just seemed to kind of gradually get better.
Yeah, we just ordered like 3 dishes to share. A bit of variety here: chicken curry, chicken satay, and chicken fried noodles. Let's mix it all together, and it's fucking great. Chicken satay wins so far, though.
Oh yeah, the satay on that.
That's Ricky.
That is Ricky.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Like it's been the perfect end to the day. Like just sinking a few beers, meeting some of the locals, playing pool with them.
Oh. Hey, here we go. Wow. Cheers, guys.
This was amazing.
That was a great game.
It was really good game.
Do you want to play again?
Yeah, we can go again.
Do you want to play again?
Sure, we can play.
Yeah. Morning. What a place to wake up to. Just looking right on the rice fields. Gonna get some breakfast, get a bit of energy inside me. And then first thing this morning, we're gonna go see Monkey Forest. I love monkeys.
We love Rocky.
Morning, Rocky. Pancakes.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Just before we hit the road this morning, we went for a walk in the monkey forest, and it didn't take long before we saw the ebony leaf monkey.
We found them. Got some really close right here. See how long they stay orange before they turn black?
It's gonna be like this is up from this one. They can change like 1 month later.
1 month later.
It's getting like gray and dark.
Right,
and
okay.
black. Yeah.
Got yourself a crown.
Be technically in the jungle.
All right, time for a morning shower. Once you get used to the temperature, it's pretty tough.
after cooling off with a nice morning swim, we made our way back and got ready to hit the road.
I got attacked by a leech. I didn't even notice it was on there, but it's just still bleeding away. But I think I'll live. It's fine.
Hopefully not.
Just found another 2 on my toes.
Really?
I've checked everywhere else now, including the important parts. But I'm just going to be paranoid all day now. Anytime I feel an itch, I'm going to be like, what is that?
Yeah.
Bye-bye, Juicy.
Honestly, you're so good. This man is unbelievable.
He's the man. This should be the best drive of the trip, I reckon, today.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think because we're just going literally round Mount Rinjani.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just going to get there, have a really chilled evening.
Yeah.
And then waterfall first thing tomorrow morning to beat the crowds.
Yep.
And then go from there.
Yep. Yeah, sweet.
Let's do it.
Before we properly got going, we had to fill up on petrol, which costs 15,000 rupees per bottle, which is less than $1, and these 2 bottles will easily keep us going for the rest of the day. It's about an 85-kilometer or 53-mile drive today, which should take us about 2.5 hours, and the road is going to take us about 1,250 meters above sea level as we go around the side of Mount Rinjani.
The start of it, just getting out from where we were, like through the rice fields, was beautiful. But then we got into the towns, and it was so hectic and chaotic, like weaving between like trucks and other bikes and all that stuff.
It was the busiest we've had in terms of road,
Yeah.
which is fun because you kind of get lost in the chaos of it, which is amazing. Then we started ascending into the national park, and it got fucking freezing. Like, it's the coldest I've ever been in Southeast Asia.
Once we started going uphill, my bike was just going like, I was like flooring it, and it just wasn't going. I was just struggling up those hills to just keep going. Hello.
But then it's a bit cloudy at the moment, but as soon as we started coming out of the trees, these ridge lines just erupted. Like, honestly, it's just amazing.
Now we've made it up to, this is the highest point of things to look out. Let's go have a look at the view.
You're choking up already.
Choking up on all the fumes, but yeah, let's go look at the view.
It looks really warm down there.
Yeah, I know. It's a long way down, but we're going to keep moving, even though I'm a bit tired and sore. See, I thought we could be driving over this sort of peaceful mountain pass. I didn't realise half of fucking Lombok was going to be driving here today as well. It's just like... Alright, we made it down. I'm so glad the brakes work on this bike. It's just like... That felt even more sketchy than going up. Oh, yeah. Anyway, we're going to grab a quick bite in the supermarket here and then keep moving. What snacks you got then?
We have got Maltitos.
Maltitos. Alright. Legit? Alright.
Beats like Maltesers, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hit the spot.
We left the village and suddenly left all the traffic behind, so it opened up and made it a lot easier. Bye-bye! And then we're just driving along and there's a sign saying, oh, the road's going to be steep going down. And before you knew it, you could see the ocean, but not out there. The ocean was like down there. I was like, what the?
Oh shit! Holy shit! That's crazy.
Wow. Still realized just how high up we were as we're just winding down super steep towards the ocean, and then you could just feel the temperature just getting turned up as we went down because we were moaning about it being cold before, and now it's just like, ah, this is so much better.
We're heading towards Senaru for the night, where there's a popular waterfall, but we're going to check that out in the morning to avoid any crowds, which means we have the rest of the day just to relax at our hotel, and this is one of the nights we've decided to treat ourselves.
Oh yeah. Stick with me, mate. Oh, there's another one. We got 2 pools.
You were worth staying friends with.
Oh no, we're spending the rest of the afternoon.
Sport for choice. I like this one.
Yeah, it's a bit quiet around here. Oh, sweet. Oh, there's a fridge as well.
This, for this double room for the night, was £75. Like, so that's like, what, $37.50 each? So, again, like the price of a dorm in a Western country, basically. So this is not us breaking the bank or sort of, you know, I thought you said you were backpacking. We are, but it just shows how easily you can just like give yourself a little treat every now and again when you're traveling around Indonesia. And the pictures of this looked good on the website, but it doesn't even do it justice. It looks even better when you're here.
We got the opposite of catfished.
Yeah.
Whatever that's called. Monkfished, I don't know.
Upgrade.
Like, yeah.
Such a singlet tan. This is definitely another one where we're missing our better halves. Jamie, Holly, we wish you were here. But we'll make do, though.
We're still having a good time. Yeah.
After a hectic few days, it was lovely to have an afternoon to just chill at our hotel, and it was topped off with an amazing dinner at our hotel's restaurant. Then the next morning, we got up to see the sunrise from our room.
Sometimes when you're traveling, the words you don't want to hear is, oh, there's a really good sunrise view from your room in the morning, because it's like, oh, we're going to have to get up then, aren't we? And we did get up, and to be fair, it is pretty special. So, could have done with more sleep, but glad we're up.
What he said. Definitely could have done this. But this is woken me up.
Good.
And I haven't even sipped my coffee yet.
There you go.
Yeah.
This morning, we're going to be hiking to two waterfalls near our hotel. The first is Sendang right here. Then further upstream is Tio Kolep.
Well, the day started with a beautiful sunrise and then a bang average breakfast. Food was amazing last night, but the breakfast not so much. But now it's pouring with rain. We're still going to go see the waterfall where we're going to get wet anyway. But then there's a chance we might have to be riding through this to get our bikes back in time. So see how we do. Literally just walked 2 minutes from our hotel at that. Yeah, 20,000 each to enter. We tried to sell us on a local guide, but everything I've read online saying you do not need one, so we'll be fine. Signs seen better days. I love how it's like just coming through the bushes. Labaun.
Yeah. We couldn't see any signs or footpaths for the second waterfall, but the guy at the entrance gate said just follow the river, so that's what we did.
So I think to get to the next one, we just have to walk up the river.
One of the worst feelings ever.
Fun though. Hopefully we won't get any more leeches today, but look where we are though. This is so cool. People are going to watch this, but like, what temperature is it? Because I'm wearing a singlet and Luke's wearing a thick North Face jacket. Yeah. He's been living in Australia for a year, I've been in Canada, so there you go. Alright, how do we get through this bit?
Oh, no.
Oh, cobwebs. Doesn't feel like the right way.
No. If it is, then it's not.
There's a bridge up there. I don't know. This ain't the right way. Okay, so we shouldn't have come this way at all. The guy at the top said just follow the river, so that's what we did. I've heard about other people like wading through rivers here and stuff. Whoopsies. This has been fun though. We made it back. Now we have to find the correct path. So we're going to go back up the stairs and then turn down to the other waterfall.
Couldn't really be any more obvious, could it?
Yep. Oh well. No wonder they said you didn't need a guide. It's actually very obvious. We didn't. We listened to him too literally when he said follow the river. No regrets though. That was super fun. So this is the bridge that I saw when we were trying to climb through that little gap. This is what I saw, and this has taken us 2 minutes to get to rather than 15.
Quite a trippy actually, like. The river's just going a bit deeper.
Oh wow. So if you're walking along and not paying attention, there's like a little gap.
Yeah, you're gone.
Yeah.
Come on, mate. Do everyone a favour.
So don't be looking at your phone when you're hiking along here, because you'd fall down to that.
Yeah, this is what he meant.
Right. Oh, I think they're close. Oh shit. Wow. Oh, nice. Walking up to it now, already getting loads of spray. This is amazing. Wow. Look at that. That was brilliant. Just so cool. And I'm glad we got lost as well at the start, because that was really good fun, but definitely worth it to come here.
That reward was, I'd do that 3 more times.
Yeah. That took us 19 minutes to get back from the waterfall to here, so once you know where you're going, it's pretty straightforward. Right, let's get packed up and go.
Yeah.
It's now 10 a.m. and we've got to get our bikes back to Ryan's motorbike rental by 11:30 a.m. so we can then get the taxi he's booked us to the airport, which should get us there for 1 p.m. so that we can catch our 2:30 flight to Labaun Bajo, which is the final stop of our trip, and from where we'll be doing our 2-day, 1-night Komodo boat trip tomorrow. So first up, we're going to do the 90-minute drive to take our bikes back, and this time we're going to be riding in the rain.
Just stopping to take my poncho off. It's like riding with a sail, and it's warmed up now as well, the rain stuff. What's Google saying?
About 55 minutes.
55 minutes. Alright, cool.
We made our way around the northwest coast of Lombok and made it back to Bungalow to drop off our bikes with Ryan.
Well, we made it, got back just on time, absolutely bombing it around. Gonna miss these guys.
This flight, funnily enough, is my best record. So.
And now we're gonna get to the airport, so we're gonna go. Cheers, Ryan. Everyone come use Ryan.
Ryan's the man. Please, use this man only.
Yeah, see ya.
Take care.
Off to the airport now.
Yeah, straight away.
Google saying an hour and 25, so we should get there just before 1 o'clock. Our flight's at 2:30, so we should be alright.
Should be.
Fortunately, the traffic wasn't too bad, so we made it to the airport just before 1 o'clock.
From getting out of the car to the side of security was only 10 minutes, which is great.
Last stretch, last flight.
Yeah. Oh, mate. This plane's adorable.
flight is only 75 minutes long, and we got an incredible view of Sangayang Island along the way.
Boom! Made it.
Eat it. And it's hot, yeah.
Yeah, very hot. Last stop of the trip, which means all of the individual journeys are done now. Just get to chill on the boat cruise next week.
From the airport, it was literally just a 5-minute taxi journey to our hostel.
Thank you. How's it going? Very good.
Nice.
What's your number?
7 and 8.
Right. Yeah.
These two?
Yes.
Oh yeah, here we are. All right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Oh, the first dorm room for me of the trip.
Yeah, I've been top like wanker twice out 2 times.
It's because you're a wanker. Anyway. This is a hotel and a hostel, so you get like lots of private rooms, all the dorm rooms we're in. There's an interesting mixture of people here. There's like locals, there's families, and there's lots of backpackers as well.
Hi guys.
Hello guys.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
That is how you serve a meal.
Don't know how hard we're going to go tonight because we're going to be fresh for the boat tomorrow, but we're also staying here after the boat trip for our last night, and that will be something special, hopefully.
Hey, I love this.
En ik was
This will do for a night.
After another massive travel day, it was so great just getting to chill at the rooftop bar and enjoy the sunset over the bay. We've been so lucky on this trip because we've crammed in so much and it's all gone to plan. And now we just get to enjoy 2 days sailing around the national park.
Well, it is time for the last activity of our trip. We're doing a 2-day, 1-night Komodo boat trip. I think it's going to be a really special 2 days. Lots of good snorkeling, exploring, and we'll see the Komodo dragons. I think we're going to see them tomorrow on the second day, but we'll find out. So yeah. And there's Luke.
There he is, the main man. The main man.
The main man. It's time to get the boat to our actual boat. We're looking good, real good, with our life jackets on. Hello! Literally so many boats. It looks like we're about to mount an invasion of the boat. Hopefully they time it so the boats are doing like different things at different times.
Langsung naik aja, langsung ke belakang Pak ya, baru pagi.
Alright.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we can work with this.
We can definitely work.
Alright, so we've got a room for the three of us. This is Tom. And this is the bed. I think there's a fold-up bed from underneath as well. Cool.
We're getting cozy, boys.
Alright, we've got our own little balcony. Oh, someone could just pass out here.
That'll be me.
The plan for the next 2 days is we're going to cruise around between the different islands and then make it to Komodo tomorrow morning before slowly making our way back to Labaun, Bajo.
Just had lunch though, and it was delicious, really good food. And this is our first stop, Kellow Island. I'm going to walk up a little peak here, which should just take a few minutes, and then I'm just dying to get in the water here because one, it looks so beautiful, and two, it's such a hot day. I just want to jump in. So it's all good. Life is very good right now. It's insane.
That water's just
Lots of baby sharks here too. Buy that, Luke.
Which one?
And just a giant Komodo. Like, look where I went.
That would look great in London, won't it?
All right, let's get ready to sweat. Thank you, mate.
That's the sweatiest 5-minute hike I've ever done in my life.
It's like standing in a greenhouse. It's so hot up here. It's like no breeze at all. What a view, though.
Worth it though.
Yeah.
It makes that water look even better.
Yeah.
Like when we docked up, we were like, oh, we're walking first, but we'll earn it. Now I'm just dying to get in there.
Oh, it's so nice. Count 5 baby sharks around us. We're gonna have a bintang with the baby sharks.
5 baby sharks, 3 bintangs. Cheers, fellas.
If you want like a little shark to come up and just like nurse it with a bintang.
Next up this afternoon, we're heading towards a reef to do a bit of snorkeling.
How's the snorkeling, mate?
Fucking fantastic, mate. Like, I've only done it twice, so I don't really have a lot to go off. But honestly, like, so many fish, the reefs are absolutely beautiful. I'm going to go by what you said and say it's one of the best we've ever done. Which I'm sure you're about to say as well.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the best I've ever done. It's not that deep here, so like there's so much colour in all the reef, and like not just like patches of reef, there's just like that whole like carpet of it, like on the seabed. Then I saw one turtle and started swimming after it. It was like much bigger than the ones we saw at Gilly T. I swam ahead of it and went behind a coral and got like just my favourite shot ever swimming towards, which was so cool. Just brilliant bit of snorkeling, which is great. And it's not been too busy. Like when we left the pier at the start, it was like a whole fleet of ships and so many people, so I was worried everywhere was just going to be super crowded. But so far today, it's actually been very quiet, so I guess they'll spread out and mix up their itineraries. So we'll see how tomorrow goes, but so far so good.
Harder!
Pull harder!
Yeah.
Harder! Go! Go! Harder!
Ya oke. Ya. Halo. Mereka berdepan. Ya, stop. Dalam, dalam.
See, it's almost a perfect evening, like amazing. The water's so calm, it's gonna be a gorgeous sunset, it's very chilled, except for the karaoke. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good power ballad. In fact, I'm a big fan of a lot of the songs they're actually singing, but it's just not the vibe we want on a gorgeous evening like this. We've moved up to the front of the boat and got the speakers on here to get away from the karaoke sound. Got some Ben Boma playing. It's much nicer. So the guys who said hello from the little canoe have come on board to try and sell some souvenirs. Thank you, man. Cheers. Oh, it's a magnet as well. Cool. We'll go in the pub. You'll see. A month and a half. So. We've got the most perfect sunset and the flying fox is leaving the mangrove island now, so it's all happening.
special.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, this is fucking incredible.
This is genuinely one of the best things I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
It's that good.
We had a great sunset the other night, but this is just something different. So rather than sharing a double bed, Luke decided to sleep outside because it was a lot cooler out here, but very noisy.
It's too early. That was where I slept last night.
Yeah. When I opened up the door to wake you up, you were just like covered in a pile of like, you couldn't even see you. The temptation is to go, get up.
Humbling night. But it's our last day.
Yeah. This is our last day in Indonesia. What a view to wake up to. What a sound too.
It's gonna wet my hair.
Yeah, it's too foamy.
No. Two humblings one day.
So the first task for today is we're at Pagar Island. We are going to climb up to this peak here. I say climb, it looks like a few minute walk. Tons of people up there already because I think a lot of people do it for sunrise, but we weren't here in time for that, which I'm more than happy with. We've done enough sunrises on this trip, so yeah, we're about to get the boat over and make our way up. And we said it hasn't been that crowded where we've been so far, but this morning I think the entire fleet is here at Pagar Island. There's some deer on the beach. Wasn't expecting that.
It looks wrong.
Yeah. It's like something from Canada's just stumbled into this tropical island. Well, that was a morning workout. Jeez.
Worth the early start, but do you regret showering before this now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely worth the hike up. It's an insane view. And that's Komodo Island over there. We'll be going to later on today. Find us some dragons.
I don't think it'll be hard to find.
No, we have a guide. Approaching Big Beach.
Do you reckon it's that one?
It's got to be that. There's a million people there.
I reckon it's probably that one.
Hey, that's pretty pink.
I was just about to say the only thing pink on this beach is my shoulders.
Yeah.
But no, sounds actually pretty pink.
Oh, got some dolphin. Approaching Komodo village in the national park. I thought it was just gonna be like some huts like at Pink Beach, but it's like a proper actual, almost like little town. They got like a mosque and everything. All right, it's time for the main event, Komodo Island.
It's so hot. You never see the Komodos moaning about it, do you?
Yeah.
So.
That's because they're a fucking dinosaur. When we got off the dock and we started seeing all the different crowds showing up, like group after group after group, I started thinking, this is going to be terrible. This is not going to be a good experience at all. Well, we're definitely on a factory line here. Groups going through to see the dragons. I've always wanted to see Komodo dragons, so I'm kind of holding on to that excitement, but this is an absolute circus right now.
Thank you very much for welcome to Komodo Island.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Walking through the village was nice though, because we got like this brief glimpse of how the local people lived.
The houses of the villagers right here, second floor as you can see. The function of this house is escaping from the tides, sea, and also they escaping from Komodo attack because Komodo can go down from the hill. They are not meaning to attract to attack the people, but they just smell the fish from the fishermen. So that's why they build second floor house like this to avoid from the Komodo dragons attack. Okay?
And a goat being sacrificed to the T-Rex in Jurassic Park. So the Komodo dragons are completely wild. They don't feed them or anything, which is good. But they're kind of easy to spot because you'll just see a massive group standing around.
35.
So they're giving everyone clear instructions, like don't run, like don't scream or make too much noise. Not everyone follows those guidelines, but they're doing their best.
But it's like a massive crowd around it of people getting photos and stuff, which for any other animal, they might be intimidated by the crowds. Like if another animal wanted to leave, they might not do it because they're surrounded. But because it's a Komodo dragon, the dragon's in charge. So it's like, as soon as one of them started moving and wanted to go somewhere else, everyone backed off because these things could kill you. You know, pretty simple. So Komodo dragons are the largest lizards on Earth, capable of growing up to 3 meters long and weighing more than 70 kilograms. They can sprint about 20 kilometers per hour and use their powerful jaws, sharp teeth, and venom to bring down surprisingly large prey.
In this island, especially, Komodo dragons live comfortable because there is also deer and also wild boar and also buffalo, wild buffalo, and they very like to eat wild boar or wild pig because Komodo dragons is not Muslim. Okay?
That was cool though, they all just started moving. It was almost like they were animatronics, they just like inflated, like this like a sound, and then they all started moving around.
He lost from the group. Fighting. It seems they will fight. I will take a video. Please take a video. Just in distance, stay behind me, please.
The sounds they were making were just terrifying.
Me, please. No problem. You have to.
When they start moving, it's bloody intimidating. Like it's like, you do not want to mess with these guys.
Don't run.
Oh, fight. Sorry. Focus. Be careful.
Di belakang ranger, Pak.
Stay behind ranger, yeah.
The most important thing is we can run faster than some of the other tourists here, so we'll be alright.
Oh, hello, excuse me. Don't stay here. Stay behind the ranger, please.
So we're saying that some groups come here and never see any dragons because they just go up in the hills for the day. Like a few days ago we didn't see any, so the fact that we got to see 4 is pretty special, but the fact we get to see them moving around is even more rare, so we've done very well here.
Started as I'm not sure this is going to be great. It turned out to be pretty perfect actually.
Couldn't have gone any better, I'd say, so very pleased with it. And now we're basically working our way back to Labaun Bajo, so we're going to stop at Manta Point where we might see manta rays, but I feel like we've had such good luck with everything. I'm not optimistic with it. Like the guide was saying, only about 30% of people get to see them, so we'll see how that goes, but we'll keep cruising back and then it's another 3 hours back to town. So we're just going to put some tunes on, have some bit tags, enjoy our last afternoon in Indonesia. We filled up on some delicious lunch as we began cruising our way to Manta Point. Alright, so last stop of the trip, we're approaching Manta Point. Whether we get to see anything or not, who knows? Might be where our luck runs out. There's a lot of people in the water right now, but whether to see anything, we don't know. We jumped in the water. I wasn't optimistic because we've had so much luck on this trip so far. Jumped in and the current was so strong, it was like a lazy river. And they said the manta rays swim against the current because they're just like eating up all the food that comes along. So we're just floating along for ages, moving so fast, and then saw a couple of turtles, saw lots of fish, but then nothing. And then just as I came back up to the surface for a moment, I heard someone shouting like, "Manta, Manta," and it went down. It was huge and it was incredible. And then the second one just came, it came so close to me that the camera didn't even get the whole wingspan of the manta ray in, because the thing was absolutely massive. And I was just checking, the reef manta ray has an average wingspan of 3 to 3.5 meters, but some of them grow to have a wingspan of 5 meters.
That was just incredible, just so incredible. I'm so happy.
Now I'm buzzing from that, but Luke's only ever been snorkeling 3 times. Third time.
Third time lucky. Third time. That was sick. I can see why people like this sea stuff.
Still like giddy.
So buzzed.
To finish on manta rays, just like, yes! Komodo trip, completed it, mate.
We made it back to shore and then checked back into the hostel we were at the night before.
Seeing those manta rays was just like the most perfect ending to this most amazing 2 weeks. Like, I'm just talking about the Komodo trip now, but overall the 2 weeks was just perfect, and that was the best way to finish it.
These 2 weeks in Indonesia, we deliberately crammed so much in because there was just so much we wanted to see. But a lot of things had to go right for it to work, like in terms of weather and traveling in between. And fortunately, everything just fell into place.
Look at this.
Oh, here we are. It's a kind of trip where it's hard to pick out a highlight because everything's been so good.
You're always satisfied with what you see. Like, we've seen heaps of volcanoes, waterfalls, rice fields, but they're all different in their own special way. This, unbelievable.
Yes. Like, if I knew the rest of Indonesia was this good, I wouldn't have waited so long to come back.
Holy shit.
The sunset with flying foxes, like, that was genuinely one of the best things I've ever seen. Like, we were just... I don't think me and you have ever said less words to each other. Like, we've been in one setting.
It's a great moment.
An easy one to pick is the boat to Gili T.
Nostalgia trip to Gili T, you know, we were super giddy.
We were just both so excited to go back.
This is really cool actually being back.
Kind of both brought us back to what we were used to.
Yeah.
But to be honest, mate, without stroking your balls too much, like, it's been just amazing to have like a little backpacking trip with you. Because when we met in 2022 in Pakistan and we sat around that fire for the first time, just started exchanging stories and stuff like that, it quickly became a thing of, oh, what if we'd met when we were both the same age and both backpacking? It would have been great. Big ups to you, mate, because this trip's been great and you did most of the planning, quite frankly. So, but yeah,
Feels like to be James.
yeah, I'm way better than James. It's fine.
Fucking no chance, mate.
I hate to pay you as big a compliment as that, but it's genuinely amazing spending the last 2 weeks with you. I will cheers my newly poured cocktail to that. Yeah. Cheers, dude.
That was really sweet, mate. I love that. This is the bit where I should say something nice back to Luke. Cheers. That's been great.
You know, as you get older and people's lives change and you get new responsibilities, it can be a lot harder to find a time to travel with one of your mates, especially for 2 weeks. And I'm incredibly fortunate that Jamie and I love traveling together so much and we have such an amazing time together. And she's so incredibly supportive and understanding of me going off and doing these trips. It's one of the many, many reasons we're married. But finding the time and the opportunity to travel with one of your friends for 2 weeks, you know, it can become a lot harder. And that's why I'm so grateful to be able to do this trip with Luke. Like, we had such a good time together. Like, there wasn't a moment where the two of us weren't just bantering away. Actually, there was one when we had to set off that hike at 11 p.m. at night.
Why the fuck are we doing this?
Although, despite everything I just said, I did get to travel with another one of my mates a couple of months later. And this was with my oldest friend Adam, who I've been best mates with since I was 4. And we drove his Aston Martin from London to Lake Como over a few days. And then Jamie and Adam's wife Grace flew out to join us there and have a few days together in Italy. Slightly different budget for that trip, but that video will be out on the channel in about a month's time. Before then, Luke and I are going to do a little Indonesia travel tips and advice video, which should be out in about a week. And then the next trip that I'm filming is my one and only group tour for this year, where we're heading to Central Asia to travel through 5 of the stands. But yeah, Indonesia just blew my mind, and I'll definitely be back there again. But if you guys have got any suggestions of where I should check out on my next trip to Indonesia, whenever that may be, then please leave them in the comments and I'll be sure to check them out. So thanks for watching as always. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because all that stuff really does help out with the channel. And I'll see you all again very soon, and hopefully it won't be too long before I get back to Indonesia.